Hello, I'm Adam with MakeHoneySticks.com. I'm really excited to show you today how you can actually make cheesecake sticks, which is cheesecake filling packed into a straw with a bite open seal. This would be fantastic as a standalone novel treat or to offer samples. This is something to consider. So let's get into it. First thing we need to do is assemble the honey press machine. So I will press the reservoir on top of the piston and then press the piston down on the top, which is going to get it aligned into place. Next, we just have to go ahead and pack in our cheesecake. You do want to pack it in pretty good so that there aren't any air pockets, because those will rocket a straw later if you aren't careful. Probably scooping the honey, or rather scooping the cheesecake into the reservoir is probably the most messy part of the process and potentially has the most waste. But the way I was raised is it's only waste if you don't lick the spoon. Next, we just got to press in the filling attachment. You may have a little bit of cheesecake go down the side, and that's totally fine. And then just go ahead and screw on your cowling. Now, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put the machine into the mount where I can control the screw with my right hand. If you're left-handed, you put in the opposite side of me. Next, you just have to go ahead and screw on the back plunger, and then there's nothing left to do and get ready making straws. Now, these did fill a bit differently than honey did, because it compresses because the filling was so airy. So it took me about 10 straws before I got the hang of it. But once I got the hang of it, it was actually a lot easier to fill than honey was, and I could actually operate the machine basically one-handed. As you fill the straws, you can seal them 8 at a time with the 8 straw holder. And once you are done making straws, you'll make about 50 to 53 is what I made, and you are good to go. Once you get the hang of it, I believe that you can make about 3.14 straws every minute and a half, or about 125 straws an hour. In terms of cleanup, we'll go ahead and take apart the machine. You can see in the reservoir, there's just the slightest traces of cheesecake along the side. And when we open up the top, you can see that basically all that cheesecake has been pushed into straws. So as I talked about earlier, very, very little waste. To get the bulk of the waste out of the filling attachment, I actually have a metal rod that's included with the machine now. And so if you just push that through the tube a few times, you can get the bulk of the filling just out right away. Now, as mentioned earlier, the straws do bite open. You do need to give a pretty firm pinch on the back end to build up pressure, again, because the cheesecake filling is pretty airy. But once you get the hang of it, there is nothing that's going to get in the way of any hungry child. And that's all it takes to put cheesecake in a straw. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I have the machine for sale on my Etsy in the description. Outside of that, thank you for your time and happy cheesecaking.